Hi everyone, welcome to our next tutorial. In this tutorial, we are going to concentrate on absolute reference and normal reference. So specifically, we are going to understand what is the meaning of percentage absolute reference. So for this, first of all, I will tell you that why we need that. We need that because we are going to do a calculation of this sort, which is understanding what is the percent of total annual salary for each employee. So this is the specific annual salary of Bruce. How much is it when we divide it by the total salary of all the 19 employees now? So what will be the formula that we are going to use? Let's use it. I'll specifically include the equal to sign. I'll take the annual salary of Bruce. Okay, formatting changes. Earlier the table name was visible, but we'll see that in the later case. So what I've done is, I've taken the annual salary of Bruce, okay, and I'll divide it, make use of division sign. I'll come to the total salary, the total annual salary, that is G24, and I'll press enter. Just delete this and we'll come to this later on. So what we have done is, we have found out how much is 30,000 once you divide it by this total salary figure. Okay, now since we want to use the same thing for all the employees, what I can do is I can copy and paste the same thing. So what I'll do is I'll copy, I'll come to this cell and I'll paste it. Let's see what has happened now. Yes, in the numerator the proper value is there, that is G5. But in the denominator, instead of taking the total salary, what Excel has done is it has taken the maximum salary, which is wrong. So now we will understand the effect of absolute reference in this case. Let's do it for this person also, Melvin. I'll just copy this and I'll paste it. 438%, it is not possible. So something is wrong. Something we are doing is wrong. So what exactly is wrong? Let's come to the next sheet and I'll make you understand what is normal reference and what is absolute reference. Okay, let me just type some numbers over here. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. First of all, let's understand normal reference. Now what happens in case of normal reference? I am including equal to sign. I am linking the cell C6 and I'm pressing enter. Now what I'll do is I'll copy this and I'll paste it over here. So we properly got the number 2. Okay, there was no problem. Let's copy this again and paste this. So now we have properly got the number 3. Let's check from where the reference is taken. It is taken from this cell. So again, there is no problem. I'll copy this again and I'll paste it with help of Ctrl V. So again, all our references were properly taken. So this is what we saw, normal reference. Now let's try to copy this and paste it at some random place. So I'll just copy this and I'll paste it. Can you see now we are not getting a proper reference. Now the reference comes to H2, but we wanted the reference to be this. So this is when we make use of absolute reference. So in this case, what you need to do is, in case of absolute reference, you may need to make use of the dollar signs. Okay, so let's say this is 1 and I have copied this from here. So when I'm using dollar sign, I'll come to this cell before C and I'll make use of the dollar sign which is present on the number 4. So I'll press shift and 4. So dollar sign is present over here and again the dollar sign is present before 6 and I'll press enter. Okay, so now if I'm trying to copy this and paste it somewhere, you will get the proper answer as 1 because now the link is properly taken from this cell only. Okay, so again for this also let's try to include the dollar sign. There's one more shortcut. You can just keep your cell selected and press F4. Okay, and press F4. I'll just show you again. This is the cell selected. Double click on this, you know from where the reference is, and click on F4 so that the dollar sign is present now. Let's try to copy this. Copy and paste. So now the proper reference is present. So now you understood why the problem was coming over here, because in this case what we need to do is the denominator, Excel will properly take the denominator, respective denominators, but since it is moving one step below, here also it is moving one step below, but we want it to be constant, we want this cell to be locked. So our denominator should consist of the dollar signs. So let me include a dollar sign in the denominator. So before G, I am including the dollar sign, Shift and 4 key, and before 24 also I'm including the dollar sign and press enter. I'm going to copy this formula, and now let's see the change in the number. You will get a proper annual salary number or percentage. I am pasting this. So now we have got a proper percentage over here. Let's make use of Control C and Control V. Yes, again it is proper. So everywhere now you are getting the proper percentage of total annual salary numbers. Let's drag it till the end. So the respective cells are now properly filled. So hope that you have now understood the use of dollar sign for absolute reference. So wherever you want your number or the cell to be constant, you have to have a dollar sign in front of the row and column by either inputting it manually or making use of the F4 key. So just double click on the cell and keep the cursor anywhere in between G and 24, and you can just click on F4 so that the dollar sign is then inputted. So this is how the use of absolute reference is done to find out the percentage of total annual salary.